I want to share with you today about how you can achieve an empowered festivity period rather than the silly season that we are used to have. There's a few problems, okay? So for example, the first one is old triggers. When we get triggered by other people and old things that are we used to trigger us, still trigger us, and we react, we lose control and we get out of balance. Being silly, going and doing things that other people want you to do, other people enjoy from, and you think you're having fun to start with, but then you realize that you've been untrue to yourself and you've done things and you reacted and behaved in ways that are not good for you and that are not conducive for your real happiness and your sense of real empowerment. So the way to maintain your empowered festivity sense of self is by maintaining the balance, is by not reacting, is by checking in and asking yourself what is happening to me. So that takes a little bit of strength to take a moment and to be aware of what's happening to yourself and to overcome that initial trigger, that initial reaction, and then to be able to respond from that balanced place of self. That's number one. That's the first secret I wanted to share with you about how you can turn a silly season into an empowered festivity. And it's a day and night different experiences. Because empowered festivity means that you are true to yourself, you are able to really enjoy contact with others because you are true to yourself, even if you are different than those others, even if you are not fulfilling their expectation, you can still be humorous, light, enjoying your own time and yourself with their company. The second point I want to speak about is what to do with those old habits. So internally, you may find that you get into old patterns of self-blame, low self-esteem and insecurity, of avoidance or neglecting yourself or other people that are important to you, and you don't really know why you're doing it, but you go back into doing these things. The trick here is to really be true and be aware of your own boundaries. Without boundaries, we cannot have a healthy sense of self. We cannot have a healthy experience in relationship with others if we don't have boundaries. So once you identify where is a healthy boundary for you and you don't cross that, then those bad habits cannot come in, cannot sabotage your good experience, your empowered festivity time. It's only when you let go of those boundaries, allow yourself to go into those bad, negative, old habits, that's when you find yourself again in the same old pattern, with the same old bad feelings, with the same old cycles that don't nurture you, that just distract you and destroy your good time and destroy your experience. So boundaries, and it starts with inner boundaries, saying to yourself, no, I don't have to feel this way. I'm not going to allow this to pull me down. There is other ways I can see and experience it, for example, okay? It's so vast, I cannot give you exact answer for your situation because it's very vast and our inner world is vast and everyone is so different. But for example, if I in relation to my father, for example, I'm looking for recognition, and as soon as I am going into that mode of looking for recognition, I will suffer from it. That's a bad old habit. That's what when I was a child that was valid, but it's not valid anymore. So if I want to be who I am today, I have to let go. I have to put a boundary and say, I'm not going to look for recognition. I'm not going to try to receive a confirmation and affirmation from someone else, my father, whoever that is for you in your life. Okay? And once I'm able to let go of that and say, no, I'm not doing that anymore, then I can be true to myself and I can behave, think, act, be balancedly, joke, laugh in the way that is true to who I am now. Not who someone else wants me to be, or who I think I should be, or who I thought I should be in the past. So that's a very big day and night difference. That was the second point, okay? So overcoming those old bad habits with the boundaries that we are recognizing and setting for ourselves. Very powerful stuff. Very, very powerful, and very, very enlightening, and giving so much joy when you do it, and so much fulfillment, because you're really becoming true to yourself. And the third key of empowerment that I want to give you for this empowered festivity that I wish you will have is in front of temptations. So, specifically I'm speaking about, it could be foods, or it could be substances, or whatever that is, certain patterns of behavior. Temptations will always challenge us. We will always want something that is not right for us, not good for us. So we need to know and have that maturity, like a father to his son, or like a mother to her daughter, or a mother to her son, or a father to his daughter. It doesn't matter. Like a parental to yourself. You can have that maturity in front of temptation to say, hey, I know that you like that, and I also know that it's not very good for you. So I'm inviting you to take a step back and, do the thing that is more responsible for yourself, to take care of yourself with love, not with putting down, and not with accusations, and not with forcefulness, but with love and care and understanding. Even that desire for that temptation, understand that, recognize that, see that. Don't suppress it, or don't deny it, don't push it away. Understand that, allow that to be felt. Don't necessarily allow that to be played out. These are two different things. To allow yourself to feel that is not to allow yourself to act upon that. So if you have that maturity, you can recognize and feel that, and then have that parental love for yourself that then fulfills the need that temptation is actually calling to, wanting you to fulfill. So you replace that with love, self-love, parental love for yourself. And that's the way you can overcome the temptations that are always there in this festivity period, in this silly season. So instead of a silly seasons, once you are able to have that maturity and self-care and love, parental love for yourself, and you have that ability to say no, and have the boundaries where you know when something is not right for you, and you are able to stay in your balance, take a breath whenever you are challenged, whenever things are feeling not right, then you will turn the silly season into an empowered festivity, and you will have not only the happiness of enjoying the time with people and the celebrations that you're going to go to, but you also will have the fulfillment of being true to yourself, being a mature, responsible, powerful person in your own eyes to start with. Maybe others will see it, maybe others will resent it. It's not even relevant. What is relevant is that you know that you are true to yourself and you are empowered in your own eyes. And if you want to learn more about how you can establish these three things we've just spoken about in yourself, for your life, in a very deep way, in a very grounded way, then I invite you to also join us for the DetoxPro 5-day program online live, where we coach you and help you to not only establish better lifestyle practices, better nutrition, detoxification practices, but also discover your inner powers and strengths and establish a direction for your life that is truly meaningful, that will truly be fulfilling for yourself. So join us. There is a click here somewhere around this video. Click it, check it out, and join us, because it's a very powerful experience. And if you commit to it, then your resolution to go through the silly season and make it into an empowered festivity will be much stronger. So I hope to see you there. Enjoy your time. See you soon.